Chateau de Versailles. Since 1979, the Palace of Versailles has been listed as a World Heritage and is one of the greatest achievements in French 17th century art. Louis XIII Old Hunting Pavilion was transformed and extended by his son, Louis XIV, when he installed the court and government there in 1682. The King Louis XIV at the entrance of and in the backdrop of the magnificent Versailles Palace is the first point of the numerous photo ops here. With all that luxury and opulence kept within the palace, it's no surprise the people of France ultimately detested Versailles, with many people outside of the palace gate poor and starving. Marie Antoinette's lavish lifestyle was especially loathed for its extravagance. During the French Revolution that began in 1789, the French revolutionary government ordered to dismantle the front gate, which was completely covered with gold. In 2008, the gate was recreated and decorated with 100,000 gold leaves. The Palace of Versailles had fairly humble beginning. Louis bought the land because he loved hunting and built a chateau as a lodge where he loved staying at night if he had no time to go back to Paris or Saint-Germain and lay before dark. Louis eventually expanded the chateau and bought more land, which led the way to Louis XIV to turn Versailles into a palace during the 1660s and 1670. In 1661, Louis XIV commissioned André Le Notre to design and lay out the intricate grounds, a project that took 40 years to complete. Just 20 kilometers from the center of Paris, the palace has become a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. In 2017 alone, the Versailles received an incredible 7,700,000 visitors. The palace has a rich history, with several royal rulers calling it home over the centuries. A visit catapults history fans back to the opulent days of the 17th and 18th century palace life. Waiting to be uncovered is a whole host of incredible stories, bizarre facts, and fascinating quirks that build an even richer picture of the palace. 11 Secret of the Palace de Versailles. Number 1. The palace was originally a hunting lodge. Number 2. The smell of the gardens was so strong, it made visitors ill. Number 3. To build the Hall of Mirrors, the mirror makers were stolen from Venice. The Palace of Versailles is currently owned by the French state. Its formal title is the Public Establishment of the Palace, Museum and National Estate of Versailles. Since 1995, it has been run a public establishment with an independent administration.